seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Boston College Eagles. Restate the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Owls head coach. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. Keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Florida Atlantic's offense will get the ball first. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Last time out, a solid day and a victory for 200 yards and a couple of scores.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. If he keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Turns it upfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to get the first through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Lewis. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun. Nice play to knock that one down.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in the ranks. This week, getting deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what it was a week ago.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Well, they're trying to hit the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snaps on 4th down. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back. The Eagles offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes Jordan Marshall. He's one of the top runners in the sport, and certainly they'll go to him early and often.
And this running back, man, he's been so much fun to watch this season. Like, he's been doing what he wants, and this offense has stayed on schedule, stayed on script. Now, this is going to be a challenge. This is going to be really, really fun. I think we're going to figure out, Palmer, how special he is. Can he carry this offense against an elite challenge on the other side of the football?
Yeah, and he's going to have to make people miss. That's going to be a big key today because the lanes aren't going to be there the way he's used to seeing them. And this is a defense that takes a lot of pride in their ability to gang tackle as well. So this may require a little bit of extra effort. He may have to make people miss behind the line of scrimmage just to get positive yards. But one thing you know about this guy, he's got elite ability, but this is a massive challenge.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Wilson will throw. He's got the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They don't need a bunch on second down. The snap sets up the throw. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Moving out to the right. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football.
Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Bolden finds his man on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wilson to pass. Rushes on. Unloads in the nick of time.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Looking for room. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Making the adjustment. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Threads it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll run it. It's Lewis. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Straight ahead, it's Addison. There he goes. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
They And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Unloads to the right. Tosses it incomplete.
Oh, you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quarterback keep. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. They jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wilson will throw. They're all over it. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Boston College will send out the punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Trying to take it back. Slips through the line. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fresh center downs going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires into traffic, picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Motion from the wideout. Grant behind the line. It's Green. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Long way to go on second down. Back to throwing. They've got to go a long way. Swats it away.
Well, the QB and receiver are trying to hook up there on a curl route, but the DB just had better coverage, and he knocked it away.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Wilson to pass. Finds his tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field. And, hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Boston College! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Going deep, and they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
looking to the big tight end. And he almost had a pick.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Still on his feet at the 40. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, it's Lewis. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the back in the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Bernard. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the air. The defense picks up a... Getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, what a move. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop. Wilson will throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Comes down, it's Addison. He's loose down the left side. Into the house. Touchdown, Eagles.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Owls peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wants to throw one first. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Looking to throw for it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Finds a man on the right. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Left side is Lewis. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. He's changing the play. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The run inside. It's Marshall. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book, 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, Dave. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
It's inside. It's Marshall. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got it. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Boston College will send out the punt team. Hauls it in at the 25. And the return man is stopped. Leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Fresh center downs going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Lewis. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick give. It's Lewis. Past the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Tight end now in motion. Drops back on 1st down. Had to force that one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Florida Atlantic looking to score from the red zone. He's looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Lewis. He's going for the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Gonna look downfield again. Just gets rid of that one.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. This is softening up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Owls! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Running inside, it's Addison. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Wilson to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Not a lot of room to make this catch. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Lewis. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Changing the routes with his receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Rides the option, he keeps it. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football. That
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Eagles. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. Looking for the 2-point try. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the 2-point conversion attempt fails. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Out wide right, it's Lewis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. He's going to run it. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the 1st down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
Red pass, it's complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
this quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Straight ahead, it's Lewis. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Lewis. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26. 6, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Keeps it himself. And the ball is free on the pitch. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? 2nd and long here. Wide receiver going in motion. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Sells the run, wants to pass. Trying to get rid of it. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He'll pull it down and run. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down.
This is a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Powers through the defender. He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game...
Touchdown Owls! And the beatdown has ensued. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Wilson to pass. Rush right in his face. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Bringing it back. He's at the 20.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. They're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positives today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Marshall. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right back to it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? With the clock running, this should be the final play. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way through.